JoJo's Bizarre Adventure just dropped their trailer for Steel Ball Run Season 7. And you guys already know that we are gonna experience peak soon, I'm telling you. I mean, JoJo is probably one of the best animes out there for the sole reason of being a lot more different than your average anime. I mean, your average anime would probably consist of a lot of way too much action and just like powers and some crazy character development, which is, it's good, but like JoJo's, it's like a new main character every season. That's like it changes everything for you, you know? It's not like Tokyo Avengers where, your main character is super ass and can't really do anything and doesn't even get stronger. Just travels time and thinks he's good, you know? Now I can't lie, it's okay to hate on me because I've gotten that already from people saying that JJBA is basically the worst anime out there, which I hardly disagree on, by the way, just so you guys know. But this anime truly exceeds a lot of animes, reaching into the top. I mean, also they're the first anime to collab with Gucci. Now they actually dropped the trailer for Steel Bar Run Part 7, and when I saw this morning, which was like an hour ago, it's 11:40 a.m. right now. I was super happy because me and my friend, we have been waiting for this season for a long time, okay? We have been waiting for this season for a long time. Now I'm just gonna warn for spoilers, so if you haven't watched JoJo at all and you want to start watching it, then click off. Or if you haven't watched the trailer, click off. If you have some knowledge at least, then you can stay, you know? But yeah, I'm just excited to see. I'm just excited to see Tusk, bro. Tusk Act 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna be crazy. Also, I still forget this guy's name. Something G Zappelli, the guy with the spinning. Oh, Gyro Zappelli. Yeah, yeah. No, his stand is gonna be probably a mind breaker for every single person watching the anime. I think he's the mastermind behind the whole season. I can't lie. Such an underrated character. I can't lie. But now it's not a Jolo video without some controversy, you know. So I think a lot of fans are actually mad even seeing this trailer, you know, because I don't even think it was confirmed for the creators of JoJo's to drop a season 7, you know, because I thought they would stop on season 6, but they announced it like a month or two ago. They were like, yeah, we're dropping part 7 and all of this. I'm sure people were happy, but everyone thought they would keep going until the anime or manga would end, you know. But obviously they didn't, and I think the last season was dropped. Whoa, that was a while ago. December 1st, 2021 was Stone Ocean dropped. Wait, I was like 13. What the hell? I was like 13. That's kind of crazy. I cannot lie. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I know. And a lot of people are mad because it's been four years since the last JoJo's drops. And that's like the first part, you know? But also, let's talk about how they're going to be dropping more like parts inside part 7 because, there's probably one part of part 7 with 12 episodes and then the next one 24 or something, you know? Because that's very common in the JoJo seasons. Stardust Crusaders they had like 4 parts inside part 3, Jotaro's part and stuff like that. But that was a really good season, by the way. I love that season. That's probably one of my favorites. I know people are saying, yeah, no, you're just fitting in the Matrix and all. No, it was actually good, okay? Stop hating me on it. Now to the release date of when Steel Bar Run is coming out. So from what I saw in the trailer, I mean, at the end of the trailer, it said March 19, stage 1. And I'm assuming that it's just the first part, meaning that basically this second and third part is going to come out maybe a whole year later or maybe further down the road and all of that, because part 7 is really long. I think there's a lot of like stand switching and a lot of like new goals, new main goals and all of that. I mean, that's really nice. I actually appreciate that. That would be really nice. And now thinking of it now, I think part 8 is probably going to come out when I'm married or something. Yeah, no, I'm 17. I'm not getting married anytime soon. That's all I'm saying. We did get a teaser like 3 months ago. I think that was leaked. It was not even supposed to be out, but someone still dropped it. W Mans, by the way. That person, girl, human, microwave, whatever dropped it is a goat, because I got some hope, that JJBA season 7 was coming out, and yeah, that's ours, bro. That's ours. Now let's just talk about the different seasons of JoJo, okay? Tell me why so many people hate that so many people love part 3. Because part 3, the Jotaro part, it's the first season with stands, by the way. So I don't even think arrows were introduced or anything similar. I think people were just getting stands from bloodlines and all of that kind of stuff because, That's how it was working, or some type of injection from something. I don't really know. Wait, also no. There was actually, I think, an old woman with like 10 arrows that gave Dio one or two, and then he popped it on himself or something when he got revived. But yeah, no, that's it's pretty much crazy. But yeah, I think also the most overrated season of all time might have to be season 6. Why? Because the ending was kind of ass. I was expecting like everyone beating Made in Heaven and then moving on with their day. No. They had to switch dimensions to move on with their day. That was crazy. Also, tell me why a baseball kid beat Made in Heaven. That was crazy as well. And I think he got like a CD of Weather Report, you know, the stand, and he put it in himself somehow. I don't know how it works. Gonna check that later. Actually, I want to know. And then bro just made like a black hole in the middle of the toilet or something, and every single person in that world fell into another dimension. Also, I think everyone died except for the kid, and the kid came into a whole nother dimension, which, you know what, is crazy, but it's whatever. One of my other favorite, I have another favorite though, except for part 3, and that is part 5. Giorno Giovanna, oh my days, that has to be the most like mind-breaking season ever because he was just chasing criminals. There was like a system, with ranks and stuff, and he's basically on top of the ranks. He beat Diavolo, you know? He got Requiem, all of that stuff. And also I think he can travel dimensions with this stand, which is really crazy in my opinion. Yeah, that's JoJo's for you, man. You're never gonna forget that, ever. And also, let's talk about how JoJo wants to make you get into the lore, bro. Like, I don't think you understand. I have a friend who doesn't watch anime, okay? But he's watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and like 2 or 3 more animes, but those are like very old animes. And the only time I talk about animes is with this guy is when we're talking about JoJo's. Because he's making fun of all the other animes, but he loves JoJo's, okay? Which I still don't get because I think JoJo's does kind of have some zesty features. But apart from that, it's a really good anime. And we talk about the lore so much, like, oh, how did this person get this stand, or what would this person have for a stand if, if there was another stand user, or how would this person end up if this or that happened. And that's just crazy because I think stands is a part of your soul. It's like part of your soul that comes out. So if you're like a very happy person, you might get a stand that represents happiness and in some way. Or if you like lucid dream a lot or something, then you would get a stand that makes people lucid dream. I don't know. It's like a part of your soul coming out. And also the fact that some stands can talk, that's a part of your soul talking. That's scary, bro. But yeah, me and this friend, we go into the lore, bro. Like we went up against like Wonder of You and Soft and Wet Go Beyond, his Wikian version. That's really crazy. Now here are people's take on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Actually, I think a lot of people hate this anime just for the sole reason of dominating other animes. Like, I don't think you guys understand. JoJo has a very loyal fan base. Like, once you get into the fan base of JJBA, you are not getting out. You're gonna get addicted to what JoJo says. Yeah, no, guys, don't resort to addiction. That's not a good thing, by the way. I think a lot of people just hate it because they just haven't tried watching it. I mean, I think that's the reason with almost every single anime. Like, I still see some people hating on One Piece, and I mean, I haven't watched One Piece, but I've watched like 150 episodes, and it wasn't even that bad. Or like Attack on Titan, which is very peak. I watched that during uh, my autumn break, like a whole month ago. Also watched Finland Saga, super peak. You guys should watch him. But yeah, I think people are just hating because of the graphics. Like they're saying, yeah, it looks hella zesty and yippity yappity. Yeah, it looks zesty, but it's peak, okay? Some of it does look zesty, I cannot lie. They gotta stop with the zesty animations. But I think they're changing it for part 7 because it's ancient and stuff. You get my point. Get to season 3. If you don't like if you don't like it, then you can drop the anime, okay? It's fine. Season 1 is boring, by the way, just so you guys know. But yeah, you get the point. Alright, peace.